Phoenix Foundation for the opportunity for me to share with you guys about myself and about resilience. So to start with, let me introduce myself. I'm Paul Lee. I'm now a public health doctor working in Department of Health, and at the same time, I'm also the founder of Association of Doctors for Social Responsibility, and also the co-founder of Hong Kong Health Tech Academy. So right now, I'm working as a public health doctor and also a social entrepreneur. So till now, what is my greatest accomplishment? I'll think that is founding a charity during my undergrad years and also developing it into an association right now of around 1,000 members of all the medical professionals and also the corresponding university students. And also with the founding team still here with me. I think this is the greatest accomplishment of mine till now. Sure. My organization is a medical charity, and our greatest mission is to promote public health in Hong Kong and to elevate the general health status of the Hong Kong citizens. And till now, we have organized around 50 health exhibitions over 2 to 3 years, and we have served around 15,000 people per year. In the definition from WHO, well-being can be classified into three types. First one is physical, and then mental, and then social. So for the physical part, is undoubtedly is about exercise. It's about daily exercise, how you work out. No matter it's like weightlifting or doing some jogging, running. It's all about the persistent exercise. And for mental health and also for social well-being, it is more difficult because it's hard to have a very clear indicator or clear measurement for that. And that's why you have to form some personal connection with your loved ones, no matter with your family, your lovers, and your team, and your colleagues, your friends. These are all the connections and all the points that can help you to build your own social well-being health, or also to strengthen your mental well-being. And at least they can figure out some problems when you're facing it, and then they can sort of offer some support, offer some help, and try to smoothen the way to achieve the well-being that we are aiming for. I think there are a lot of leadership styles right there. And out of all the types, I think my leadership styles are similar to affiliative leadership. Because I love to create a lot of personal connections with my team, my colleagues, and also the managers underneath the whole structure. And I want to build a sense of community and a sense of trust. Because without the sense of connection, it is just a job of them to accomplish like daily accomplishment and then weekly accomplishment and get a salary or whatever. But there is no sense of community and trust within the organization, which is very hard to run in a very smooth way, run in a long run. And I think the trust is also a key for the effectiveness, for the morale, and also for the happiness of the whole team, which is one of the very important visions and very important culture of our organization. This is one of the greatest challenges that I'm facing right now because apart from being a doctor, I'm also a social entrepreneur, holding a lot of meetings and doing a lot of charity work and also other association work. So one of the challenges will be the time management. And my secret for that will be setting some good habits. I don't know if you guys have heard of the book, The 5 a.m. Club, which is a very good book. Yes, and the spirit of 5 a.m. Club is to wake up at 5 a.m. and then start your day with a lot of spiritual stuff, a lot of efficiency stuff and also some refreshing exercise. I think it is a very good way that I've set up a good habit of mine and try to extend my day from, let's say, 16, 18 hours to more. Yeah. This is a secret I can share with you guys. It's about how to build good habits. It's all about repetition. When you repeat the same thing every day, you will first of, for example, when you jog, when you do exercise, on the first day, second day, it will be so hard, it will be so frustrating. But then when you repeat, you just keep on repeating to the 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, then you can feel that there's something coming out from your body. You can feel the spirit, you can feel the refreshment. So I think repetition is also a very important key for all of us, because when you repeat something that you think there is meaning, when there is value for us, then you just repeat it every day, repeat it every moment. Then you will find the value out of it very soon. Being a doctor itself is not that difficult because it is already set. It is a very straightforward scheme. You study in your medical school, you finish your internship, and then you go for specialty training. The path itself is very straightforward. It is very hard in between because you need a lot of hardship. You need to pay a lot of effort, time into it. But then for another profession of mine will be a social entrepreneur. And this will be more difficult because apart from the time limit that I have to spend time being a doctor, it is also about the lack in resources, the lack in support, and lack in the team building. Because my social circles is basically most of them are doctors and medical professionals. But then if you have to organize social events, organize community events, there are a lot of elements that are out there that I have to get rid of and also acquire the skills. For example, we need to reach out to the social workers, a lot of charity foundations for the financial support. We have to go down to the community to liaise before the district councillors. And these are all the skills that I have not equipped during my medical school. And this is the lack in skill set, the lack in experience, and lack in resources or connections has been a very major challenge for me. But then the presence of challenge is the reason why it is so fun and it is so exciting to do this job, to do the job that you cannot do right now. You have to learn, you have to go straight, you have to pay a lot of effort, of time, and to see the result with your team together. And this is the most satisfactory part of the whole journey. The one single most important solution to bridge the gap will be the team effort, team spirit. Because no matter how strong your leadership is, no matter how brilliant you are, you still cannot acquire all the skill set to achieve the goal. So for a good leader, for a great leader, the main point is to get all the people done the job for you. You have to find a financial guy for the finance staff. You have to find some social worker that are very brilliant and experienced to help you to deal with the social worker part, and also a lot of different parts. For example, although I'm a doctor, but then I still need a lot of nurse, a lot of airline health professionals like physiotherapists, occupational therapists, dentists, speech therapists, all sort of professionals. They have to work in a team, work with me as a team to solve the problem and to solve the challenges. I think this is the one single most important thing that can help me go through all the journeys. I think the most important thing will be accepting failure when you reach out, because I started my charity like few years ago, like 4 to 5 years ago, when I was still very fresh undergrad student in university. But then I have a great ambition. I want to build something for the whole community, and that's why I reach out with the identity of a medical student. You must have faced a lot of challenges. You have faced a lot of failure when reaching out. For example, you send email, no one will reply you because you are not even a doctor. When you go to some events, when you introduce yourself as a medical student, but then you want to do something that doctors may not be able to do as well. You want to do the community stuff. So there are a lot of failure that you must have encountered during the whole journey. But then I think the one single important thing will be uh, accepting the failure. Accepting the failure, which can build you with become a more resilient person, become a more resilient leader in the future. So I think this is the very important spirit that you have. We all have to bear in mind to accept the failure. When I was young, like in primary school, high school, I was not that a leader type of person. But then I'm always taking the communicator role in my class or in my group. Yes, I always want to try to communicate with different people to sort out all the problems, to have a team together. I think this is sort of what a leader should do. But then when I was young, I didn't really imagine that I'd become a leader one day. But then I think communication, being a good communicator is some skills that I have been developing since very young. And I think this is a blessing. I think if there was time machine that I can go back and tell myself one sentence, I'll tell myself, never underestimate yourself. Never underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate yourself because you're young, you're not experienced, you don't have the capacity, you don't have resources, you are not born in a rich family. These are all excuses. These are all uh, fake reasons that pull you down, pull you over, and pull you away from your goal. So never underestimate yourself. When you're young, you still have a lot of resources. You got the energy, you got the time, you got the effort, you got your team, you got your passionate companion, right? Everything you can to do yourself, to just to work your life, just to try, just to try. Yes, there is no point of not trying. I think there is a quote from Nelson Mandela. It is, "Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and come back up again." I think this is the quote for resilience for today.